Welcome to another video about your beloved team. Dear fan, today we're going to stir up your emotions because the news we're about to reveal will surprise you. We're committed to bringing you new videos every day, so show your support, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any updates. Regardless of what happens between now and the end of the season, one thing is certain. We need to do all the work we've failed colossally at so far to strengthen this team. Will we succeed? That depends on the consequences of the current failure. There are people at Celtic Park who should be under a lot of pressure right now, not at the end of the campaign when the results are known. They should be under scrutiny now. Yesterday's loss of points was compounded by the guy I thought was the best on the field, the Aberdeen goalscorer who then put the ball in the net only to see it correctly ruled out for offside. I believe Miovski is a great talent, and I wrote an article at the end of last year, or early January, it's hard to keep track, saying just that. At the time, some media speculated that he wasn't worth what Aberdeen was seeking, a reputed record among Scottish clubs. That translates to just £4.5 million, which is what we paid to Hibs for Scott Brown. Adjusted for inflation, it's a lamentably small number that should be within our club's reach. It would have been worth it. Even when you consider that any Scottish club selling a player to us will add the legendary Celtic premium of £2 million, as Hibs wanted to do with John McGinn, you're still talking about paying around £6 million for a 23-year-old international with huge resale potential, who scores in big games and can play under pressure. That's a steal. Reports, covered today by my good friend Paddy Synat, that Aberdeen would be looking for £8 to £9 million for the guy if we were bidding should be taken with caution. Because they would never get that from anywhere else, and I wonder if they could get £5 to £6 million elsewhere too. They need to be realistic about it. The only way they could get that money would be in January. In the summer, they would have to settle for less. So, I think £6 million would get us over the line. Only snobs think we shouldn't pay that much for an SPFL player. We will pay that money for an SPFL player in the future because the stagnant and smelly state of this league right now surely cannot last, and at some point, other clubs' academy systems will have to start bearing fruit. Scotland was producing world-class players when guys were kicking balls on red ash pitches. Why can't we do it now with all the money spent on skill development and talent promotion? At some point, the ridiculous Lowland League experiment will end, and this game will become real about a youth league again. Right now, we can only look at the clubs around us and see if they've found any gems that we missed. I was never convinced by big fighters like Louis Moult, Joel Nubble, Van der Veen, or Lyndon Dykes, very ordinary players who stand out in teams that rely on brute force. I was never a big fan of Shankland, but I knew Lee Griffiths was born to play for Celtic, and, as I told him shortly after he signed, I caught him in a corridor at Celtic Park, and he seemed positively nervous about my wild confidence. He would score 100 goals for us. Miovski is so obviously an excellent footballer that immense credit must be given to Aberdeen's talent scouts who found him. We could do with their quality in the recruitment department now. The fact that they also found Duck means they're doing something very right. Miovski has great football intelligence. He has a good first touch. He moves well. He is alert and can finish with style. He is exactly the kind of forward we should be looking for. Frankly, if the choice is between the Danish striker or someone like that, a punt that will cost a few pounds, and a guy we know can do it here and can be developed by the right coach into the real deal, I would go after Miovski all day, every day. He proved it again yesterday. It's too late to sign him for this campaign, but for the next one, yes, if he's not at the top of our target list, well, that's further proof that we have the wrong people compiling it. Now it's your turn to interact with us. Leave in the comments what you thought of the video, and as usual, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell.